I've had a lot of free time over the past week and I've been trying ways to continue to develop my mind and my mental strength. The last 1 to 2 months have been some of the most stressful of my life, allowing certain situations to take a toll on me. I personally believe that a strong human should be able to continue to live their life daily stress-free, regardless of the obstacles that may present themselves. But unfortunately for me, that was not the case. Now I want to change this. I'm tired of obstacles in life affecting me, and I want to live life in a very stoic approach because the juxtaposition and comparison between the happy and sad days is very bad. When thinking of methods I can follow and role models and inspirations I can use to really kickstart my journey of training my mind, one fella came to mind, and I'm sure you all know who it is. Say it with me now: Mark Zuckerberg. Just kidding. Batman. Personally one of the strongest minds in all of fiction, a character who has spent thousands of hours dedicated specifically training his mind. Now, I know it's fiction, but I believe there's so much we can learn from a character like Bruce Wayne that the writers have integrated into his story over the past few decades that I think it would be a real shame if I don't look into it and see what I can learn for my own benefit. A mind like Bruce Wayne's has a lot of different traits. These are having strong critical thinking and analytical skills, having a strong desire of continuous learning, always being prepared and strategically planning, having strong emotional intelligence, being savvy with technology, strong mental toughness, discipline, and the ability to always self-reflect to allow personal growth. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details for all of these traits, as some of them I already did go over in my previous video, becoming more stoic like Batman, but I do want to go into detail for the ones that are in my opinion the most useful and the most important. Number 1, your drive for continuous learning. Are you a student of life? You really need to cultivate a thirst for knowledge and a commitment to a lifelong journey of just learning. This world is so beautiful. There's so many things you can learn, so many things to see, so many people you can talk to just to learn things. Anything. Doesn't matter what it is, learn. Whether it's learning new languages, new martial arts, to learning even how to draw. Learn as much as you can. Hell, I'm a white guy and I learn and speak Swahili, one of the biggest African languages out there, and something I've always been interested in is becoming a polymath, which is someone who is skilled in various subjects. So for example, you could be skilled in both drawing illustrations and also be skilled at the same time at astrophysics and further mathematics. You also should stay up to date with the latest developments and trends in any fields you want to learn about. So for example, if you're interested in programming, get involved in GitHub communities and other communities online, whether it's like through Reddit or Discord. You're going to learn so much without really realizing it. It comes very naturally, and that's something that I realized, that the most I've learned is just through talking to people over time. It just accumulates in my brain. Number 2, can you strategically plan and be prepared for any possible outcome? What I really admired about Batman, and really anyone who is the best of the best, is that they always have a backup plan for their 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 backup plan. You get the point. These guys are prepared. Developing the ability to think ahead for every scenario and plan strategically, in my opinion, really shows how hard you are to kill. Now, you can take that in any literal sense you want. You can even implement this into how you learn things, learning from your mistakes and making sure it doesn't happen again in the next go. This is how you become a better person. This is how you become better in any skill, and ultimately how you develop a strategic mindset. From your failures, you can adapt a new game plan accordingly, and this is also going to allow you to develop an open mind, anticipating challenges in all scenarios, and creating contingency plans for any problem that may occur. Batman has a contingency plan for every member of the Justice League in case one or all of them decide to switch sides. This is being ready for every situation possible. This is how you become hard to kill, and ultimately how you really stay alive in this world. And also, just being able to plan is part of Batman's character as well. We've all heard the jokes about plot armor. Number 3, what's your critical thinking and analytical skills like? Now, I'm not saying you need to be a data analyst or anything in that spectrum, but if I gave you a set of puzzles and brain teasers, would you be able to complete them efficiently? Would you be able to logically reason your way out of any situation? I think it's really important we all practice things like brain teasers and puzzles. We train our muscles, we train our striking, our wrestling, our grappling, but we don't necessarily train our brain on how to think better. Sharpen your brain, get it in shape. This is something I put off for so long, but I'm getting back into this again. There's also a lot of apps you can use that provide you with puzzles and brain teasers to actually train your mind and thought process, like Luminosity, elevate, and more. And that brings me to today's sponsor section of this video, brought to you by, just kidding, I'm not sponsored. Number 4, are you good with technology? Now this part will be short, but it's just me reminding you that you need to be very good with technology. I can't say anymore that the world is heading to a technology focused world anymore, because we already are living in that world right now. I don't care if you're not a computer science student, you could be a goddamn gender studies student. Learn how technology works. Learn a little bit of programming, learn a bit about how operating systems work, learn how the internet works, from protocols to JavaScript to security, learn about the cloud. Trust me, this will all come helpful someday. Maybe not now, but one day it will. Be tech savvy, use it to your advantage. Now that brings me to the end of this video. A short video just explaining some of the traits that are necessary to think and have a mindset like Batman. Essentially a continuation of my previous video. I think adopting a student of life mindset will do you no harm. Be prepared for any situation that may arise. I'm going to be creating another video which talks about learning all the sciences and engineering disciplines like Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne did, and I'm really excited to get into the nerdy stuff of those characters. Now thank you all for watching, continue to be stoic and not let your emotions dictate your actions.